Okay, thank you so much. So at this very moment, I want to dive into the other second part. She's been, Gladys has done an amazing job. He's been sharing about the benefits you can get from Neolife, but speaking about the future, how the future can be with Neolife, how her past experience with Neolife, how basically beautiful life has been with Neolife. Now, usually when these experienced people are sharing, one of the most important things that I want you as a distributor to think about is that if this business can change Gladys's life, if this business can change Justus's life, if this business has been able to change other people's lives, I believe it can also change my life as well. And that's why we always love sharing our experiences, because we want you to connect with us. We want you to relate with us. And say, if they can do it, I can also do it as well. Now, I started this business as a student. Of course, I'm also very experienced. I've been around for some time. 15 years, I'm making 15 years in January. And usually, of course, and by the time someone does something for coming to 15 years, then that means there is something very, very special about whatever they're doing. I started this meeting when I was only 20 years old. I was a student at Makerere University who had registered for a dead year because my mother didn't have money to keep me in school. And when a friend said, Justus, look, there's a way you can make money and go back to school. There are also very many other young people that are involved. And some of them are even driving cars, others are paying their school fees. So if you can start this business as well, it can change your life. I came around, enjoyed the meeting, listened to quite amazing testimonies, and that is how I made my decision to become part of Neolife. So many things have been able to change in my life. So many things have been able to change in my family. As I speak right now, one of my brothers who I educated right out from senior 2 when we lost our dad, I educated him. We went through secondary, and then he went to the university for 6 years, did medicine. He's now a fully graduated and qualified doctor. Right now, as I speak, is actually at Serena Beach and Spa Resort in Mombasa for lifestyle, because he's an emerald director. So this business has really done a lot to my family. But most importantly, I have also used this opportunity to change many other people's lives as well. And what am I saying? I am saying that the same way this business has changed me and changed my family's lives, and also use this opportunity to change other people's lives, you can even do better. I have seen people who have been in even for a much shorter time who are earning 10,000 US dollars. 10,000 US dollars. I just saw Husna's income for last month. It all together, her income was 10,000 US dollars. And Husna is a bit younger than me in the business. So when I look at all this, I say it with confidence that the future is bright. The future is bright. We can make these things happen. So let me tell you how I started. When I started this business, I started it was a bit challenging. It was a bit hard. And I know all of you, when I say that, I know all of us that are listening to me will actually understand me, because I know no matter the case, the start is always a little bit challenging. It's a little bit challenging because it's a new idea. It's a little bit challenging because some of us, we didn't have quite a number of connections. We didn't have rich people in our circles. People took longer. I remember there's a gentleman I tried sharing with about these products, and he was looking at me like this and smiling. And then like, but Justus, look at you. You're just 20 years. You're one of the people that I carried when, you're one of the people that I carried. I saw you grow. You are doing industrial fine art. And now you're speaking to me about things concerning medicine. So tell me, how do the two connect? And I did not know what to actually respond. So I met quite a number of objections. I met quite a number of rejections. I remember one of the challenging moments when I started. I had a friend, his name was Isaac. I knew Isaac. The only thing that I had to do was to bring the form and says, Isaac, here is the form. I need us to start this business now. We are going to make money. We are going to be rich. Our lives are going to change. I knew with Isaac, I didn't have to say anything. I just needed to hand him over the form. I made an appointment. He told me to find to find him at his hostel. I went there. And then when I went with my Neolife bag, the moment he saw the Neolife bag, he said, Justus, this is a very long conversation. I do not want you to make the same mistake that I made. So I'm going to make a cup of tea. We are going to sit and we are going to talk about this. I'm telling you, Isaac gave me counseling. He counseled me. And by the time I was there for about 1.5 hours. By the time I left Isaac's room, I forgot I had gone with my kid. He actually stayed with my kid. That is how serious it was. But thank God, I went and attended the next meeting. So the number one thing that I would gladly speak about with confidence, that if you want to succeed in this business, number one, be ready to attend every bit of training. Attend trainings. I have never seen someone who became a doctor without going to school to study to be a doctor. I have never someone who became a pharmacist or became a pilot that never went to school to attend training to be a what? A pilot. In Neolife, Isaac, someone is saying Isaac should buy 2 cases of TNN. Interestingly, 1 year later, I was the best director in the whole of East Africa. I won the beginner's bonanza, which was about 6 million shillings. When Isaac saw my picture in a magazine, he called me and said, Justus, I think we need to talk. I had never understood this. We met, we talked, Isaac joined the business. It took him 5 months for him to become a director. That is the other story that you didn't know. Now you know that even sometimes those people who start when they are negative, with the time when they see you being successful, they say, I think I had not understood what? This business. And they will come and join. I have also had so many experiences with people who say, I cannot swallow those products. When COVID came, they were giving me calls. Are you still in those things? I need vitamin C. Are you still in those things? My mother has pressure. Okay, but that will be training for another day. Now, what happens is, number one, to be successful in this business, attend every bit of training. The only trainings I have missed, they are trainings that happen at the same time when I am somewhere else training. Now, as I kept on hanging around in the trainings, I was struggling to speak to people, get people started in the business. I would invite 30 people, 50 people, and only 2 show up. I would have to speak to like about 30 people to just get 1 customer or to just get 1 person joining. But then here is something that I learned, that if you are going to become successful in this business, you need to develop certain set of skills. We need to learn some skills. The more skilled we become, the easier this business becomes. Every time you acquire these skills, this business becomes very hard. Back in the days, it was very difficult for me to sell a small omega-3, a small supergrow. But today I sell tons and tons and tons of these products. Just like I told you, yesterday and today alone, I have so far sold products worth $4,500. In my country, that's about 15 million shillings, just in 2 days. But when you should have seen me when I started, my first 5 years in this business, I was good at sponsoring. My team was also good at sponsoring. You know, whatever you do is what your team does. If you sponsor, your team sponsors. If you don't sponsor, your team doesn't sponsor. If you sell, your team sells. If you don't sell, your team doesn't sell. Today I sell, my team sells. With only 3 leaders in my team, only 3 leaders in my team, we do 10,000 points. Just 3 leaders. So in short, with only three downlines, I am a fully qualified SAFA director. Why? Because I dedicated myself to learn the skill of selling, to learn the skill of getting a customer, to learn the skill of growing a customer, to get from 1 customer to 2 customers to 3, asking for referrals, asking them the magic questions. Now that you have used these products, now that these products have worked for you, do you have any friends that you can recommend to me? Do you know any farmers? Currently, the magic question that I am asking everybody is, are you tired of being tired? Do you know by any chance any single person who is tired of being tired? I have even made posters and posted. I've even made posters. Sorry, someone was trying to call me. Sorry, someone was trying to call me. Okay. I hope you can hear me now. Okay. So I have even gone ahead to make posters to post on every WhatsApp group. Are you tired of being tired? Do you know anyone who is tired of being tired? They need training. And I'm telling you, we are selling training like crazy. Why? All these are skills that we've been able to develop alongside the business. And you know, sometimes you develop one skill and one skill brings you to another, which leads you to another, which leads you to another. And everything, the business keeps on becoming easy and easy and easy. Ndiyo mu meeting kanje nkutere. This customer wants to give me money. You know, customers are calling every single minute. This one now just bought 2 TNNs, one for him and one for the wife. And they also bought Massachusetts Nabo Complex and Feminine Nabo Complex. So wait for the results. The results are coming very, very soon. So I was telling you, we need to dedicate time to learn these skills. Because the more we learn these skills, the easier this business becomes. The easier this business becomes. So let's learn these skills. Skill number 1 is we need to attend trainings. Number 2, we need to understand Neolife. We need to understand Neolife to help other people to understand it. If you can't understand, then you can't help other people to understand. You need to understand for you to be understood. Yes, that is very true. Together with only 3 of my downlines, we do over 10,000 points. So together with only 3 of my downlines, I am a fully qualified SAFA director. Why? Because we have mastered these skills that I am talking about. Understand to be understood. Understand these supplements to be understood. You need to swallow these GNNs, swallow these products. When you feel them, then you can help other people to feel them as well. Number 2, people skills. We need to learn the art of dealing with people. We need to learn the art of making friends. We need to learn the art of connecting with people. We need to learn the art of getting people. We need to learn the art of, making people excited about you, I remember I am an introvert. I am someone who used to sit in a bus for 8 hours and even don't say hello to the neighbor, especially if they were a lady. It was really, really terrible. But I'm telling you today, I am very, very excellent. The moment even before I sit, I'll ask, hello, madam, how you look amazing today. Is it okay to join you? My name is Muhumuza-Justus. And depending on how I see them, if they're a bit older, I will introduce myself. My name is Muhumuza-Justus, and I am into nutrition. My job is to teach people like you how they can live longer and healthier, a life free from chronic illnesses like diabetes, pressure, cancer, and all that. In fact, you should give me your number. One of these days, I'll give you a call. We make an appointment, and I share with you more information on how you can live longer and healthier. Guess what? There is not any single person that is going to receive giving me their contact. But how have I been able to do that? It comes from practice after practice, after practice, after practice, after practice. Let me tell you, I was a senior manager. Now, this is a very funny story, and it is a true story. I was a senior manager, and I learned that every single day, you need to add names into your name list. If you don't add names into your name list, soon or later, you will run out of names to talk to. And I know there are many people here who have already run out of names. So when I got out of the meeting, I was going to the warehouse. I boarded a matatu, a taxi in Uganda. Then I was going to the warehouse. Then I sat next to this lady. And then I said, aha, this is the time to practice what I have learned today. I said, hello, madam, how are you? Can I have your number? My goodness. This lady told me, she turned and looked at me. I think she was so stressed. She turned and looked at me. And then she was like, she spoke on the top of her voice and said, young man, this is not how you request a lady out. No, this is not how they do things. I was quite embarrassed. Everyone turned in the taxi and looked at me. And I'm telling you, I was supposed to, my trip was about 10 kilometers. I got out from the next stage and walked the remaining distance. And ever since then, it was a very bad experience. It took me about 4 years for me to overcome the fear of speaking to new people and adding them into the name list. And I know there are very many of my friends here that have the same challenges. You go through an experience, then you develop fear, and you keep on fearing and fearing 1, 2, 3, 5 years. No. When something happens, move forward, isn't it? So we need to learn that skill. Then we need to learn the skill of presenting. You need to learn how to present in 5 minutes. You need to learn how to present in 10 minutes. You need to learn how to present in 30 minutes. You know, I've gone for outreaches out of Kampala, and you drive like 100 kilometers. You reach in a church and they say, ladies and gentlemen, we have our guests. They have come from Kampala, but we are giving them only 5 minutes. Imagine you've driven 100 kilometers. You've burned fuel of 100 kilometers, and someone is only giving you only 5 minutes to present your products and opportunity. Now, all those are skills that you need to learn in your presentations. I'm telling you, I can now do a presentation in only 3 minutes, and I make sales of up to 1,000 points just in 3 minutes. That will be subject for another day. Someone is saying talk about it. I think they must have experienced that challenge as well. But by the way, if you are a distributor, never go through a challenge and you keep quiet. Whenever you go through a challenge, share with us. We have seen all the challenges you've seen. We have also seen challenges that you haven't seen, but you are going to see. So whenever you go through a challenge, please share. Then you need to learn the art of following up. That's a skill. That's a skill. Presenting, prospecting, and follow up. In fact, in some trainings, I always love to say, follow up is the actual business. So if you present, you prospect, and you don't present, you don't follow up, you are actually making lives easier for us. I have presented to very many people who tell me, Neolife, someone used to tell me about those things. And me, I just come and harvest. So present, prospect, follow up. All those are skills that you must do what? All those are skills that you must learn and acquire. You must learn a skill of getting a customer, building a team, handling objections and rejections, and handling stress. Some distributors will stress you. You call them for the meeting, they tell you we are coming, and they don't come. And then you start wondering, but they said they were coming. You call a guest, the guest comes, he says, I am coming, I am coming. In fact, give me 5 minutes, I'm arriving. Then the 5 minutes go into 1 hour, and then it gets tomorrow. And then you wonder. Some of those things used to stress me a lot, but I now learned how to handle. You need to learn the skill of training your team, training yourself and training your team. And as I conclude, you need to learn how to use social media. Social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. You just need to learn how to all these skills. And when you learn, you earn. You say the word learn, L-E-A-R-N. When you remove L, it remains earn. So in this business, for you to earn, you need to put the L. Unfortunately, most distributors they don't want to put the L, they just want to earn. In Neolife, things don't work that way. You must learn to earn. You must learn to earn. So dedicate time, do a lot of personal trainings. I wake up every day at exactly 4:30. What am I doing? To learn, to teach myself, to listen to all these audios, to do some reading, to grow my mind, to grow personally, to become a better version of myself. So let us learn to earn. Develop these skills, the business will become easier and easier and easier, and the sky will be the limit. Guys, if I keep on talking, I can talk. I am a man of few words, but when I decide to talk, I will talk. So I am going to stop here. I know this is not the end. This is just a beginning. Every Wednesday, we keep on having these sessions and these sessions and these sessions so that we can help you grow and become better in this business, because we want all of you to be able to achieve your dreams. The East African Convention is happening. It's just next month. Please do not miss the East African Convention. Let's meet there. Let's be inspired. Let's get excited. Let's see how to grow our businesses. Thank you so much for listening to me, and have a blessed night.